The power of positivity, transforming challenges into opportunities. Introduction. Life is full of challenges, but it's how we respond to them that shapes our future. In this book, we'll explore the transformative power of positivity and how it can help you turn obstacles into stepping stones. You'll discover practical tools, strategies, and insights that will empower you to see every challenge as an opportunity for growth. Throughout these chapters, you'll learn how to cultivate a positive mindset, build resilience, and overcome fear. You'll gain the confidence to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of purpose and optimism. By the end of this journey, you'll understand how to harness the power of positivity in your everyday life. You'll be ready to face any challenge with a fresh perspective, turning adversity into a chance for success. So let's begin. Together we'll unlock the potential within you to create the life you've always dreamed of. Chapter 1. Embracing positivity. Positivity is more than just a state of mind. It's a powerful tool that shapes our reality. When we embrace positivity, we change the way we approach the world and everything it throws at us. It's not about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. Instead, it's about facing life with an open heart and an optimistic outlook. Let's start with a simple idea. Positivity is a choice. Every day, we are presented with situations that can either lift us up or drag us down. The choice is ours. When we choose to focus on the positive aspects of life, we shift our energy, and that energy has the power to transform our experiences. But why is positivity so important? In simple terms, a positive mindset changes our perception. It shifts the way we see ourselves, our challenges, and our opportunities. It allows us to approach life with confidence, even when things aren't going as planned. The power of perspective. Consider a situation you faced in the past. Maybe a tough exam, a challenging work project, or a difficult conversation. How did you approach it? Did you feel overwhelmed or discouraged? Or did you find a way to stay calm and focused on the solution? The truth is, the way we view a situation has a profound impact on how we experience it. Take the story of Thomas Edison, for example. Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. If he had given up after his first few failures, we would be living in a much darker world today. Instead, he embraced each setback as a lesson. He viewed failure as a necessary step toward success. In the same way, we can choose to see challenges as opportunities. When we shift our perspective, even the hardest experiences become chances for growth. This mindset allows us to navigate difficulties with resilience and determination. The science behind positivity. It's not just about thinking happy thoughts. Positivity has a real scientific basis. Research shows that a positive mindset can improve mental and physical health. When we focus on the good, our brains release dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that promote happiness and reduce stress. A positive outlook doesn't just help us feel better, it can also improve our ability to solve problems, make decisions, and build relationships. Studies have found that people with a positive mindset tend to be more successful in their careers, have stronger relationships, and are healthier overall. Positivity also strengthens our immune system. When we are stressed, our bodies release cortisol, a hormone that can weaken our immune response. But when we focus on positive thoughts, we lower cortisol levels and boost our body's ability to fight off illness. So positivity isn't just a feel-good concept. It's something that impacts our well-being in a real and measurable way. The daily practice of positivity. Now that we understand the importance of positivity, the question becomes, how can we embrace it every day? It starts with small, consistent practices. You don't have to make a drastic change overnight. In fact, gradual changes tend to stick better in the long run. Here are some simple ways to incorporate positivity into your daily life. Gratitude. Start each day by thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. This simple practice helps shift your focus away from what's going wrong to what's going right. It can be as simple as appreciating a cup of coffee, or the warmth of the sun on your skin. Affirmations. Positive affirmations can help reprogram your mind. Start by repeating a phrase like, "I am capable of handling whatever comes my way." Saying these words out loud can help reinforce your belief in yourself and your abilities. Surround yourself with positivity. The people and environments we engage with play a big role in shaping our mindset. Surround yourself with positive influences, whether it's uplifting people, inspiring books, or motivational podcasts. These small changes can have a big impact on your mood and outlook. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself, especially when things don't go as planned. We all make mistakes and face setbacks. Instead of criticizing yourself, embrace self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer to a friend. Reframe negative thoughts. When you catch yourself thinking negatively, try to reframe the thought. For example, if you're thinking, "I'll never be able to do this," reframe it to, "This is a challenge, but I am capable of figuring it out." This simple shift in language can help change the way you approach difficult situations. Real-world examples of positivity in action. Let's take a look at a few real-world examples of people who embraced positivity and turned challenges into opportunities. One inspiring example is J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before her books became a global phenomenon, Rowling faced rejection after rejection. She was a single mother living on welfare and struggling to make ends meet. But she refused to let her circumstances define her future. She kept writing and submitting her manuscript, believing that her work had value. Eventually, her perseverance paid off, and Harry Potter became one of the best-selling book series of all time. Another example comes from Oprah Winfrey. Oprah faced many challenges growing up, including poverty and abuse. Despite these obstacles, she maintained a positive attitude and found ways to turn her challenges into stepping stones. She eventually became one of the most influential media figures in the world, known for her empowering message of self-belief and resilience. These examples show us that embracing positivity doesn't mean ignoring the struggles we face. It means finding strength in those struggles and using them as fuel for growth and transformation. The ripple effect of positivity. When we embrace positivity, the impact extends beyond ourselves. Our positive energy can inspire those around us. Think about a time when you were uplifted by someone else's positivity. It might have been a friend who encouraged you, a colleague who offered support, or even a stranger who shared a kind word. Positivity is contagious. When we choose to focus on the good, we create an environment where others are more likely to do the same. This ripple effect can create a culture of support, kindness, and optimism that benefits everyone. Conclusion. The power is in your hands. Embracing positivity is not a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey. But the good news is, you have the power to choose positivity every day. By shifting your perspective, practicing gratitude, and surrounding yourself with positive influences, you can transform your life and the lives of those around you. In this chapter, we've learned that positivity is more than just a mindset. It's a powerful tool for creating the life you want. By embracing positivity, you can turn challenges into opportunities and find strength in every situation. As you move forward, remember the power is in your hands. The choice to embrace positivity is yours, and with it comes the ability to transform your challenges into something greater. Chapter 2. Reframing challenges. We all face challenges. They come in many forms: difficult tasks, tough decisions, unexpected obstacles. But what if the challenges you face aren't as daunting as they seem? What if, instead of seeing them as problems, you could view them as opportunities for growth? In this chapter, we'll explore the power of reframing challenges and how shifting your perspective can unlock new paths to success. Understanding reframing. Reframing is the practice of changing the way you look at a situation. It involves seeing challenges from a different angle, one that reveals hidden opportunities. This shift in perspective doesn't change the situation itself, but it changes how you respond to it. For example, imagine you're faced with a major deadline at work or school. Your initial response might be stress and anxiety. You might think, I don't have enough time to do this. I'm going to fail. But what if you reframe the situation? Instead of focusing on the pressure, you could think, this is a chance to push myself and improve my skills. I'm going to learn from this experience. This simple shift in thinking can make a world of difference. Reframing helps you move from a mindset of fear and limitation to one of empowerment and possibility. The story of the broken vase. Let's explore an example of reframing through a story. There's a story about a man who bought an expensive vase. It was beautiful, and he placed it in a prominent position in his living room. One day a guest accidentally knocked the vase off its pedestal, and it shattered into pieces. The man could have reacted angrily, blaming the guest for the mishap. He could have seen the broken vase as a loss and a source of frustration, but instead he reframed the situation. He saw the vase not as a ruined object, but as an opportunity to create something new. He took the pieces of the vase and turned them into a beautiful mosaic. What was once broken became a work of art. This story shows how a change in perspective can transform a negative situation into something beautiful and meaningful. The same principle applies to challenges in our lives. When something breaks, we have the opportunity to rebuild it into something even better. The power of yet. One of the simplest and most effective ways to reframe challenges is by adding one small word to your vocabulary. Yet. Imagine you're trying to learn something new, like a skill or a subject that seems difficult. Instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I can't do this yet. This small change shifts your mindset from defeat to possibility. It acknowledges that you're on a journey, and that growth takes time. Adding yet to your self-talk encourages patience and persistence. It reminds you that challenges are temporary, and with effort you can overcome them. This simple word unlocks the potential for future success by acknowledging that you are still learning, still growing, and still improving. Seeing challenges as opportunities for growth. When we face challenges, it's natural to feel frustrated or discouraged. But challenges aren't just obstacles. They are opportunities to grow and develop. Every challenge offers us a chance to build new skills, gain new knowledge, and expand our capabilities. Take the example of a runner training for a marathon. The process of training involves pushing the body to its limits, facing fatigue, and overcoming discomfort. But each challenge along the way makes the runner stronger. The same principle applies to life. Every time we face a challenge and push through it, we become more resilient, more capable, and more prepared for future challenges. In fact, many of the world's most successful people have embraced challenges as opportunities. They've seen setbacks as lessons, failures as stepping stones, and difficulties as invitations to grow. The key is to reframe our challenges in a way that empowers us to take action rather than hold us back. Shifting from fixed to growth mindset. One of the most powerful ways to reframe challenges is by adopting a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and learning. This mindset stands in contrast to a fixed mindset, where people believe their abilities are set in stone. When we operate from a growth mindset, we view challenges not as reflections of our abilities, but as opportunities to improve. We embrace mistakes as learning experiences and approach setbacks with curiosity and determination. A growth mindset encourages us to reframe failure as feedback, helping us learn what works and what doesn't. Carol Dweck, a psychologist at Stanford University, coined the terms fixed mindset and growth mindset. Her research shows that people with a growth mindset are more likely to overcome challenges and achieve success. They're not afraid of failure because they understand that failure is part of the process of growth. To adopt a growth mindset, start by recognizing when you're thinking with a fixed mindset. When you encounter a challenge, instead of saying, I can't do this, try saying, I can't do this yet. Remember that challenges are opportunities to learn and grow. Reframing fear and failure. Fear and failure are often seen as enemies, but they don't have to be. In fact, fear and failure can be powerful allies in our journey of growth. When we reframe fear and failure as necessary parts of the learning process, we can move through them with confidence. Fear is a natural response to the unknown, but instead of allowing fear to paralyze us, we can reframe it as excitement. When you feel fear, ask yourself, what am I excited to learn from this experience? This shift in mindset allows you to move forward despite the fear, knowing that growth lies on the other side. Failure too can be reframed as a valuable learning experience. Instead of viewing failure as something to avoid, we can see it as a teacher. Every failure holds a lesson, and with each lesson we become better equipped to face future challenges. Reframing challenges in everyday life. Let's look at how reframing challenges can play out in everyday life. Imagine you're dealing with a difficult situation at work. Perhaps you're facing a tough project, tight deadlines, or a challenging coworker. Instead of getting overwhelmed or frustrated, try reframing the situation. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this challenge? Or maybe you're struggling with a personal goal, like getting in shape or learning a new skill. Instead of feeling defeated, reframe the challenge as an opportunity to become stronger or more capable. Remind yourself that every small effort is a step toward progress. Reframing challenges isn't just about big life changes, it's about how we approach the everyday obstacles we face. By adopting this mindset, we can turn even the smallest challenges into powerful opportunities for growth. Conclusion: the power of reframing. Reframing challenges is one of the most powerful tools you have in your personal growth journey. By shifting your perspective, you can turn obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into lessons, and fear into excitement. The way you choose to view challenges shapes how you experience them. Remember that challenges are not roadblocks. They are invitations to grow. By embracing the power of reframing, you can transform your struggles into stepping stones, turning every challenge into a chance to become the best version of yourself. Chapter 3. The Science of Positivity. Positivity isn't just a feel-good concept. It's a scientifically proven approach that impacts our brain, body, and overall well-being. In this chapter, we'll dive into the science behind positivity, exploring how positive thinking affects our emotions, health, and success. We'll uncover the biological and psychological mechanisms that make positivity such a powerful force in our lives. The biology of positivity. At its core, positivity is about how we perceive and respond to the world around us. The way we think influences our emotions, behaviors, and even our physical health. Our brains are wired to process experiences in ways that can either promote well-being or contribute to stress and negativity. But the good news is, we have the power to influence this wiring through our thoughts and attitudes. When we experience positive thoughts and emotions, our brains release chemicals like dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. These chemicals are often referred to as feel-good hormones because they enhance our mood and create a sense of well-being. Dopamine, often called the motivation molecule. Dopamine plays a key role in the brain's reward system. It helps us feel pleasure and satisfaction when we achieve something or experience something positive. Serotonin. This neurotransmitter helps regulate mood, sleep, and appetite. It's often linked to feelings of happiness and contentment. High levels of serotonin are associated with improved mood and reduced feelings of anxiety or depression. Oxytocin, known as the love hormone. Oxytocin is associated with social bonding and feelings of trust and connection. It's released when we engage in acts of kindness, share positive experiences with others, or even when we hug someone. These chemicals work together to create a positive feedback loop. The more we engage in positive thinking and behaviors, the more of these chemicals are released, which in turn enhances our mood and overall health. This process helps us build resilience against stress and encourages us to maintain a positive outlook, even in challenging circumstances. Positivity and mental health. The impact of positivity goes beyond just boosting our mood. It also plays a critical role in mental health. Research has shown that individuals with a positive mindset tend to experience lower levels of anxiety, depression, and stress. Positive thinkers are also more likely to cope effectively with adversity, bounce back from setbacks, and maintain a sense of hope during tough times. One of the key ways that positivity influences mental health is through cognitive reframing. When we approach challenges with a positive outlook, we're more likely to view difficulties as temporary setbacks, rather than permanent failures. This shift in thinking reduces the mental toll of stress and helps us manage negative emotions more effectively. In fact, studies have shown that people with a positive mindset have lower levels of cortisol, the stress hormone. High levels of cortisol can weaken the immune system, increase inflammation, and contribute to mental health issues like anxiety and depression. By fostering positivity, we can reduce cortisol levels and protect our mental health. The link between positivity and physical health. The science behind positivity doesn't stop at mental health. It also has a direct impact on physical health. Research has shown that positive emotions and attitudes are linked to better immune function, lower blood pressure, and improved cardiovascular health. One of the most significant studies in this area was conducted by Dr. John Gottman, a renowned psychologist who researched the effects of positivity on relationships. His findings showed that couples who maintain a positive and supportive dynamic have lower levels of stress and better overall health than those who frequently argue or express negativity. Positivity also boosts immune function. A study published in the journal Psychosomatic Medicine found that people who reported positive emotions had a stronger immune response to infections. This means that a positive mindset not only makes us feel better, but it can also help our bodies fight off illness. Additionally, positive emotions have been linked to lower blood pressure and a reduced risk of heart disease. A study by Dr. Michael S. Friedman, a health psychologist, found that people who experience frequent positive emotions have a lower risk of cardiovascular disease compared to those who experience negative emotions more often. The placebo effect. The power of belief. One of the most fascinating aspects of positivity is the placebo effect. The placebo effect occurs when people experience real physical changes as a result of believing in the effectiveness of a treatment, even if that treatment has no active ingredients. This phenomenon highlights the power of the mind in influencing physical health. In one famous experiment, researchers gave patients a sugar pill and told them it was a powerful painkiller. Many of the patients reported feeling significant relief from their symptoms, even though the pill was completely inactive. This effect is thought to occur because the patient's belief in the treatment triggered the release of endorphins and other chemicals in the brain, which alleviated their pain. The placebo effect demonstrates the incredible power of belief in the mind's ability to influence the body. It shows that our thoughts and attitudes are not just abstract concepts. They have a tangible impact on our physical health. Positivity and success. Positivity is also closely linked to success, both personally and professionally. People with a positive mindset are more likely to set ambitious goals, persevere through setbacks, and ultimately achieve success. The reason for this is simple. Positivity enhances motivation, boosts confidence, and improves problem-solving abilities. When we approach tasks with a positive mindset, we're more likely to take initiative and push through obstacles. Positivity encourages a can-do attitude, which leads to greater effort and persistence. This is why positive thinkers tend to be more successful in their careers, relationships, and personal goals. Positive emotions also promote creativity. When we feel good, we are more open to new ideas and solutions. A positive mindset helps us think outside the box and approach problems with fresh perspectives. This is why many successful entrepreneurs and leaders credit their success to maintaining a positive outlook, even in the face of uncertainty. The science of positivity in everyday life. Incorporating positivity into our daily lives doesn't require drastic changes. It's about making small, intentional shifts in the way we think and behave. Here are a few science-backed strategies to enhance positivity. Gratitude practice. Writing down or mentally noting things you're grateful for each day can increase positive emotions and improve mental health. Studies show that gratitude practice is linked to better sleep, reduced stress, and greater overall happiness. Mindfulness and meditation. Practices like mindfulness and meditation help us focus on the present moment and cultivate positive emotions. These practices have been shown to reduce stress, improve mood, and enhance resilience. Acts of kindness. Doing something kind for others, whether it's a simple compliment or a more significant gesture, can boost both your mood and theirs. Studies have shown that helping others promotes the release of oxytocin, which fosters feelings of connection and trust. Positive affirmations. Repeating positive affirmations, such as "I am capable" or "I am worthy of success," can help rewire the brain and enhance self-confidence. Over time, these affirmations become ingrained in our subconscious, making positivity a default mindset. Conclusion. The science speaks for itself. The science behind positivity is clear. Positive thinking and emotions have a profound impact on our mental, physical, and emotional well-being. From boosting immune function to enhancing creativity and success, positivity is not just a nice idea. It's a powerful science-backed tool for improving our lives. By incorporating positivity into our daily habits, we can reap the benefits of better health, greater resilience, and a more fulfilling life. In the next chapter, we'll explore practical strategies for cultivating positivity in your own life. The science shows that you have the power to change your mindset, and by doing so, you can transform your life in ways you never imagined. Chapter 4. Cultivating a positive mindset. A positive mindset isn't something you're born with. It's something you can develop. Just like any other skill, cultivating a positive mindset takes practice, patience, and dedication. In this chapter, we'll explore practical ways to build and nurture a positive mindset that will empower you to face life's challenges with confidence and resilience. By making small, intentional changes in the way you think and approach life, you can create a foundation for lasting positivity. The power of thought patterns. Our minds are constantly at work, processing thoughts, feelings, and experiences. The way we think shapes our reality. Negative thoughts can limit us, while positive thoughts can open doors to new possibilities. The key is not to suppress negative thoughts, but to reframe them. When you learn to recognize and change unhelpful thought patterns, you can shift your mindset and approach life with a more positive perspective. One of the most common thought patterns that undermine a positive mindset is negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is when we criticize ourselves or doubt our abilities. It often comes in the form of phrases like, "I'm not good enough," "I'll never be able to do this," or "I always mess things up." These thoughts can hold us back from reaching our full potential and make us feel stuck or defeated. To counter negative self-talk, try to challenge these thoughts. Ask yourself questions like, "Is this really true?" or "What evidence do I have that contradicts this thought?" By examining negative thoughts from a more logical perspective, you can often see that they are not based on facts but on assumptions or fears. Once you identify these patterns, you can reframe them with more positive, empowering thoughts. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never be able to do this," try saying, "This is a challenge, but I can take it one step at a time and learn as I go." By changing the way you speak to yourself, you can change your internal dialogue and begin to cultivate a more positive mindset. The role of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most powerful tools for cultivating positivity. Research has shown that practicing gratitude regularly can increase feelings of happiness, reduce stress, and improve overall well-being. When we focus on what we have, rather than what we lack, we shift our attention away from negativity and open ourselves up to the positive aspects of our lives. One way to cultivate gratitude is to start a gratitude journal. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be big things. Sometimes, the smallest moments can bring the most joy. Maybe you're grateful for a beautiful sunset, a warm cup of tea, or a conversation with a friend. The goal is to train your mind to notice the good in your life and to appreciate what you have. Another way to practice gratitude is by expressing it to others. Take a moment to thank someone who has made a positive impact on your life, whether it's a friend, family member, or coworker. Showing appreciation strengthens your relationships and reinforces positive emotions. Mindfulness and present moment awareness. Mindfulness is the practice of paying attention to the present moment without judgment. It involves being fully aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, without getting caught up in them. When we practice mindfulness, we train our minds to let go of worries about the past or future, and focus on the here and now. Mindfulness is a powerful tool for cultivating a positive mindset, because it helps us detach from negative thoughts and emotions. Instead of reacting impulsively to stress or frustration, mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without being overwhelmed by them. This creates space for more balanced, positive responses to challenging situations. To practice mindfulness, start by focusing on your breath. Close your eyes and take slow, deep breaths, paying attention to the sensation of the air entering and leaving your body. If your mind starts to wander, gently guide your attention back to your breath. You can also practice mindfulness in everyday activities, like eating, walking, or washing dishes. Simply bring your attention to the task at hand, and engage fully in the experience. The power of positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are short, powerful statements that reinforce a positive mindset. They are a way of programming your mind to focus on your strengths, abilities, and potential. When we repeat affirmations regularly, they become ingrained in our subconscious and shape the way we see ourselves. To use affirmations effectively, start by choosing a few statements that resonate with you. These could be related to your goals, self-worth, or confidence. For example, I am capable of overcoming challenges. I believe in my abilities and my potential. I am worthy of success and happiness. Repeat these affirmations daily, either out loud or silently to yourself. You can say them in the morning to set a positive tone for the day, or whenever you need a boost of motivation. The more you affirm your strengths and positive qualities, the more you will start to believe in them. Surrounding yourself with positivity. The people and environments we surround ourselves with have a significant impact on our mindset. When we spend time with positive, supportive individuals, we are more likely to adopt their attitudes and behaviors. On the other hand, being around negative or toxic people can drain our energy and hinder our ability to cultivate a positive mindset. Take an honest look at the people in your life. Are they uplifting and encouraging, or do they bring you down with their negativity? Surrounding yourself with positive influences doesn't mean cutting people out of your life, but it does mean making a conscious effort to spend more time with those who inspire and motivate you. In addition to people, pay attention to the environments you spend time in. A cluttered, chaotic environment can contribute to stress and negative thinking. On the other hand, a peaceful, organized space can help promote calm and positivity. Create an environment that supports your well-being, whether that means decluttering your home, adding plants, or surrounding yourself with things that make you happy. Developing resilience and overcoming setbacks. One of the most important aspects of cultivating a positive mindset is learning how to bounce back from setbacks. Life is full of challenges, and we will inevitably face disappointments and failures. However, it's how we respond to these setbacks that determines our ability to stay positive and continue moving forward. Resilience is the ability to adapt to adversity and recover from difficult experiences. It's not about avoiding challenges or pretending they don't affect us. It's about finding the strength to persevere and grow through them. When we cultivate resilience, we develop a greater capacity to handle stress, overcome obstacles, and maintain a positive outlook, even in difficult times. To build resilience, start by reframing setbacks as opportunities for growth. Instead of thinking, "This is too hard. I can't handle this," try thinking, "This is a challenge, but I can learn from it and become stronger." Focus on the lessons you can take from the experience, and use them to improve your approach in the future. Conclusion: the journey of cultivating positivity. Cultivating a positive mindset is a journey, not a destination. It takes time and effort to rewire your brain, but the rewards are well worth it. By consistently practicing gratitude, mindfulness, affirmations, and resilience, you can develop a mindset that empowers you to face life's challenges with optimism and confidence. Remember that positivity isn't about ignoring difficulties. It's about choosing to focus on the possibilities, even in tough situations. The more you practice positivity, the more natural it will become, and soon it will be your default response to life's ups and downs. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to turn failures into fuel for success, showing you how to embrace setbacks as stepping stones toward your goals. The journey continues, and with your positive mindset, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 5. Turning failures into fuel. Failure is often seen as something negative, something to be avoided at all costs. It's uncomfortable, frustrating, and disheartening. But what if we told you that failure is not the end of the road, but rather the beginning of a new path? What if failure could be transformed into a powerful driving force that propels you toward success? In this chapter, we will explore how to turn failures into fuel, using them as stepping stones to grow, learn, and ultimately achieve your goals. Redefining failure. Before we dive into how to use failure as fuel, it's important to first redefine what failure really means. Often we view failure as a reflection of our inadequacies, as if it defines our abilities and potential. But in reality, failure is simply part of the process of learning and growing. It's a temporary setback, not a permanent state. Consider this. Every successful person, from entrepreneurs to athletes, has encountered failure. In fact, many of them have failed multiple times before achieving success. Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." His countless failures led him to the breakthrough that changed the world. Edison viewed each failure not as an end, but as an important step toward the solution. Failure is not something to fear. It's an opportunity to refine your approach, improve your skills, and get closer to your goal. When we shift our perspective on failure, it becomes much easier to embrace it as part of the journey. Learning from failure. One of the most powerful ways to turn failure into fuel is by learning from it. Every failure holds a valuable lesson, something we can use to improve our future efforts. Instead of focusing on the disappointment of failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What could I have done differently? These questions turn the experience into a tool for growth rather than a setback. For example, if you've been working on a project and it didn't go as planned, take a moment to reflect on the process. Did you fail to plan properly? Did you underestimate the time or resources needed? Were there unexpected obstacles that you could have prepared for? By analyzing your failure in a constructive way, you can identify areas for improvement and make adjustments for next time. This process of reflection is crucial for personal and professional growth. It helps you become more aware of your strengths and weaknesses, and it teaches you how to navigate challenges more effectively in the future. The power of persistence. Failure, while discouraging, often requires persistence to overcome. When faced with a setback, it's easy to feel like giving up is the best option, but true success comes from the ability to persist, despite failure. Persistence is the key to turning failure into fuel. It's the resilience to keep going, even when things aren't going according to plan. Think of the story of Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. Early in his career, Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Instead of giving up, he used that failure as motivation to work harder. He spent countless hours practicing, honing his skills and pushing past the disappointment. His persistence paid off, leading him to become a 6-time NBA champion and a global icon. Persistence is about maintaining a forward-focused attitude, even when you face obstacles. It's about understanding that failure is temporary, and that each setback is just another opportunity to try again, with new knowledge and determination. Embracing failure as feedback. One of the most important concepts in turning failure into fuel is viewing failure as feedback. Rather than seeing failure as a sign of weakness or defeat, see it as feedback that tells you what's working and what's not. This mindset shift allows you to approach failure with curiosity instead of fear. For example, imagine you're working on a business idea, and after months of effort, it doesn't succeed. Instead of feeling defeated, ask yourself what went wrong. Did you target the wrong audience? Was your product or service not meeting a real need? Was your marketing strategy flawed? By approaching failure as feedback, you can make the necessary adjustments and move forward with more knowledge and insight. Feedback from failure is often more valuable than success, because it teaches you what doesn't work, giving you the opportunity to try new approaches. Every failure provides an opportunity to fine-tune your approach and improve your strategy. Building mental resilience. Failure can be emotionally challenging, but it also offers an opportunity to build mental resilience. Mental resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and remain optimistic in the face of adversity. Resilient people view failure not as a roadblock, but as a chance to grow stronger. Building mental resilience requires practice. One effective way to strengthen resilience is through self-compassion. When you fail, treat yourself with kindness and understanding, just as you would treat a friend going through a tough time. Recognize that everyone faces setbacks, and they don't define who you are or what you're capable of. By being gentle with yourself and maintaining a positive outlook, you'll be able to recover more quickly and keep moving forward. Another way to build resilience is by practicing mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without getting overwhelmed by them. When faced with failure, mindfulness can help you stay grounded and focused on the present moment, rather than ruminating on past mistakes or worrying about the future. Transforming fear of failure into fuel. Many people fear failure because they associate it with embarrassment, shame, or disappointment. This fear can paralyze us, preventing us from taking risks or trying new things. However, fear of failure can be transformed into fuel for success if we choose to view it as a natural part of growth. To overcome the fear of failure, reframe it as a sign that you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone. Every time you fail, it means you're trying something new, expanding your horizons, and stepping closer to your goals. Fear of failure is often a sign that you're on the right path, taking risks and challenging yourself in ways that will help you grow. Take the example of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs experienced numerous failures throughout his career, including being fired from the company he started. Instead of letting these failures define him, he used them as motivation to create even greater things. He returned to Apple and transformed it into one of the most successful companies in the world. Jobs' ability to embrace failure and use it as fuel for innovation is one of the key reasons for his success. The role of self-belief in overcoming failure. Self-belief plays a crucial role in turning failure into fuel. When you believe in yourself, you are more likely to persist through challenges and learn from setbacks. Self-belief doesn't mean thinking that you can't fail. It means understanding that failure is not permanent, and that you have the strength and resources to overcome it. To build self-belief, start by focusing on your past successes. Think about times when you faced challenges and emerged stronger. Remind yourself that you are capable of learning, adapting, and improving. Self-belief comes from understanding that failure is not the end of the story. It's simply a chapter in the journey, turning setbacks into success. Finally, Remember that success is often the result of many small failures. Rarely does someone achieve their goals without encountering obstacles along the way. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is their ability to turn setbacks into stepping stones. When you face failure, take a step back, assess the situation, and identify the lessons you can learn. Use these lessons to adjust your approach and move forward with new knowledge and perspective. Each failure brings you closer to your goal by teaching you what works and what doesn't. Conclusion: fuel for your journey. Failure is not something to be feared or avoided. Instead, it's an opportunity to learn, grow, and improve. By reframing failure as feedback, embracing persistence, and building resilience, you can turn setbacks into powerful sources of motivation. The key to success lies not in avoiding failure, but in using it as fuel for your journey. Remember that failure is a natural part of life. It's not a sign of defeat, but an essential part of the process of growth and success. By changing the way you view failure, you can turn every setback into an opportunity for improvement, moving closer to your goals with each step. In the next chapter, we'll explore the role of resilience in overcoming adversity, showing you how to bounce back stronger and keep going when the going gets tough. The journey continues. Failure is just the beginning. Chapter 6. The role of resilience. Life is unpredictable. There will be times when things don't go as planned, when obstacles seem insurmountable, and when setbacks leave us feeling defeated. It's during these moments that resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, becomes our most valuable asset. In this chapter, we will explore the role of resilience in overcoming life's challenges, how to build it, and why it's essential for long-term success and happiness. What is resilience? Resilience is often described as the ability to bounce back after difficult experiences. It's the mental toughness that enables us to face adversity, learn from it, and continue moving forward. However, resilience isn't about avoiding stress or pretending everything is fine when it's not. It's about adapting to challenges and growing stronger because of them. Think of resilience like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it becomes. Just as a physical muscle gets stronger with exercise, your emotional resilience strengthens when you face adversity and learn how to navigate it. But resilience is not about being invincible or impervious to difficulties. Instead, it's about maintaining a sense of purpose and hope even when faced with hardship. It's the capacity to stay grounded, focused, and determined, no matter what life throws at you. The science behind resilience. There's actual science behind resilience. Psychologists have studied how resilient people respond to challenges, and the findings offer powerful insights into how we can develop this essential trait. Research shows that resilient people tend to have a growth mindset, the belief that their abilities can be developed through effort and learning. This mindset encourages people to view setbacks as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable failures. In contrast, those with a fixed mindset tend to believe that their abilities are static and unchangeable, leading them to give up more easily when faced with adversity. Resilience also involves the regulation of emotions. People who are resilient are able to manage their emotional reactions to stress, frustration, and fear. They don't let negative emotions control them. Instead, they acknowledge them, process them, and move forward. This emotional regulation allows them to stay focused on the bigger picture and remain hopeful, even when times are tough. Another key factor in resilience is social support. Studies show that people who have strong social networks, friends, family, or supportive communities, are more resilient in the face of adversity. Human beings are inherently social creatures, and having people to lean on during difficult times helps us stay grounded and gives us the strength to keep going. The importance of resilience in personal growth. Resilience is crucial not only for bouncing back from setbacks, but also for personal growth. It's through adversity that we discover our true strengths and capabilities. The challenges we face in life often push us to go beyond our limits, learn new skills, and become more adaptable. When we're faced with a tough situation, we have two options. We can let it defeat us, or we can use it as an opportunity to grow. Resilience encourages us to choose the latter. Rather than viewing challenges as roadblocks, resilient individuals see them as opportunities for learning and self-improvement. For example, consider a professional who faces a career setback, such as being passed over for a promotion. Instead of feeling discouraged, a resilient person might take the opportunity to reflect on what went wrong, seek feedback, and work to improve their skills. Over time, this approach leads to greater success and fulfillment, as the individual continues to grow and evolve. Building resilience through positive thinking. One of the most effective ways to build resilience is by cultivating a positive mindset. Positive thinking doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means focusing on solutions, maintaining hope, and trusting in your ability to overcome difficulties. Positive thinking is closely linked to optimism, the belief that things can improve over time. Research has shown that optimistic people are more resilient because they believe that setbacks are temporary, and that they have the ability to change their circumstances. This sense of hope and possibility drives them to keep moving forward, even when faced with adversity. To build a more positive mindset, start by practicing gratitude. Focusing on what you're thankful for even in difficult times helps shift your perspective and strengthens your resilience. You can also try keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This simple practice can help you maintain an optimistic outlook, no matter what challenges you face. Developing emotional agility. Another important aspect of resilience is emotional agility, the ability to adapt to changing circumstances and manage your emotions in a healthy way. Life is full of ups and downs, and resilient individuals know how to navigate both with grace and flexibility. Emotional agility involves acknowledging your emotions without being controlled by them. Instead of suppressing negative emotions like anger, frustration, or sadness, you allow yourself to feel them fully, process them, and then let them go. This prevents negative emotions from building up and affecting your mental and physical health. To develop emotional agility, practice mindfulness. Mindfulness allows you to observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment. By learning to recognize and accept your feelings, you can respond to them more effectively and prevent them from overwhelming you. The role of purpose in resilience. One of the strongest predictors of resilience is purpose. People who have a sense of purpose, whether it's a career goal, a personal mission, or a sense of responsibility to others, are more resilient in the face of adversity. A clear sense of purpose gives us direction, motivation, and strength, even during difficult times. When we're driven by purpose, setbacks feel less like obstacles and more like challenges to overcome. Having a reason to keep going, whether it's for personal growth, helping others, or achieving a dream, helps us stay focused and resilient, even when the road ahead seems tough. To discover or reconnect with your purpose, take some time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What are your core values? What motivates you? What kind of impact do you want to have on the world? Clarifying your purpose helps you navigate challenges with greater clarity and determination. Building resilience in the face of adversity. While resilience can be built over time, it's also something that can be strengthened during moments of adversity. When you're faced with a difficult situation, try to focus on what you can control. It's easy to become overwhelmed by things that are beyond your control. Instead, focus on the actions you can take to improve the situation, no matter how small they may seem. Break things down into manageable steps. Large challenges can seem daunting, but breaking them down into smaller, more manageable tasks makes them feel more achievable. Take things one step at a time, and celebrate each small victory along the way. Reach out for support. Don't be afraid to lean on others when you need help. Whether it's a friend, family member, or mentor, reaching out for support can help you stay grounded and focused on your goals. Practice self-compassion. Be kind to yourself when things don't go as planned. Remind yourself that failure is part of the process, and that setbacks are an opportunity to learn and grow. Self-compassion builds mental resilience and prevents self-criticism from holding you back. Conclusion: resilience as a lifelong skill. Resilience isn't something you either have or don't have. It's a skill that you can develop and strengthen over time. By cultivating a positive mindset, practicing emotional agility, building a sense of purpose, and seeking support when needed, you can become more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Remember that resilience is not about avoiding hardship, it's about how you respond to it. Life will always present obstacles, but your resilience determines how you rise to meet them. With resilience, you can face adversity with strength, learn from your experiences, and continue moving forward toward a brighter future. In the next chapter, we'll explore how optimism plays a key role in resilience, helping you maintain hope and motivation even when things get tough. Keep building your resilience, because the best is yet to come. Chapter 7. Harnessing the power of optimism. Optimism isn't just about being positive for the sake of it. It's not about denying reality, or pretending that everything is perfect when it isn't. Optimism is a powerful mindset that allows us to approach life's challenges with a sense of hope, expectation, and belief that things can improve, even when they seem tough. In this chapter, we'll explore how optimism can help you navigate adversity, enhance your resilience, and transform the way you approach both life's challenges and its opportunities. What is optimism? Optimism is the belief that in the end, things will work out for the best. It's the confidence that challenges can be overcome, that there is a solution to every problem, and that good things are ahead, even when faced with setbacks or obstacles. Optimism is not simply blind hope. It's grounded in a realistic understanding that while life may be difficult at times, positive change is always possible. Optimism can be broken down into two key elements. Hope is the belief that the future can be better than the present. It's the inner drive that motivates you to keep going, even when things seem tough. Expectation is the belief that good things are likely to happen. Optimistic people expect success, even when faced with challenges, because they trust in their ability to learn, adapt, and grow. Together, hope and expectation form the foundation of optimism, a belief that despite difficulties, positive outcomes are possible. The science of optimism. The power of optimism is backed by science. Research shows that optimists tend to be healthier, more successful, and better able to cope with stress and adversity. But why is optimism so effective? It has to do with how optimism influences our brain, our behavior, and even our physical health. One key factor is the cognitive patterns of optimists. Optimists tend to interpret negative events as temporary and external, rather than permanent and internal. For example, if an optimist fails at a task, they might think, "I didn't do well this time, but I can learn from it and do better next time." In contrast, pessimists are more likely to view failure as a reflection of their abilities, thinking, "I'll never get this right." This mindset difference has profound effects on our motivation and ability to persevere. Optimists are more likely to bounce back from setbacks because they see challenges as temporary and surmountable. They are more likely to take positive actions, learn from their mistakes, and stay motivated to achieve their goals. Optimism also affects our physical health. Studies have shown that optimistic people have lower levels of stress and are less likely to suffer from conditions like heart disease, depression, and anxiety. One reason for this is that optimism reduces the body's production of stress hormones like cortisol, which can weaken the immune system and increase inflammation. Optimism promotes a healthier physiological state, making it easier to cope with stress and remain resilient during tough times. The link between optimism and resilience. Optimism and resilience are closely connected. Optimistic individuals are more resilient because their positive mindset helps them stay motivated, focused, and hopeful in the face of adversity. When things go wrong, optimists don't give up. They see challenges as temporary obstacles that can be overcome with effort, learning, and perseverance. When life presents a setback, an optimist might think, "This is tough, but I've overcome challenges before, and I'll get through this one too." This sense of hope and determination keeps them moving forward, even when things are difficult. Optimism helps you see setbacks, not as failures, but as opportunities for growth. With an optimistic outlook, you view obstacles as stepping stones that help you learn, develop new skills, and get closer to your goals. How to cultivate optimism. Optimism is not an innate trait that some people have and others don't. It is a mindset that can be cultivated and strengthened over time. Here are some practical steps you can take to build and harness the power of optimism in your life. Reframe negative thoughts. Our thoughts have a powerful impact on how we feel and act. One of the most effective ways to cultivate optimism is by reframing negative thoughts. Instead of focusing on the worst-case scenario, try to see the silver lining or identify potential solutions. For example, if you're facing a difficult situation, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or what opportunities might come from this challenge? Reframing helps shift your perspective and empowers you to see challenges as opportunities rather than threats. It helps you maintain a positive outlook, even when the situation is difficult. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool for boosting optimism. When we focus on the things we're grateful for, we train our minds to notice the good in our lives rather than dwelling on the negative. Gratitude helps shift your mindset from scarcity to abundance, from what's lacking to what's already present. To practice gratitude, take a moment each day to reflect on 3 things you're grateful for. They can be big or small. Perhaps you're grateful for a kind gesture from a friend, a beautiful sunrise, or simply having a roof over your head. Writing these down in a gratitude journal can help reinforce an optimistic mindset and remind you of the good things in your life. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool for building optimism. Take a few minutes each day to imagine yourself succeeding in your goals. Visualize the process and the positive outcomes that will come from your hard work. This mental rehearsal helps reinforce your belief in your ability to succeed and motivates you to take action. Visualization works by creating a mental image of success, which primes your brain to focus on the possibilities rather than the obstacles. When you can see success in your mind, you are more likely to take the steps necessary to make it a reality. Surround yourself with positive influences. The people we surround ourselves with have a significant impact on our mindset. If you spend time with pessimistic or negative people, it can be harder to maintain an optimistic outlook. On the other hand, spending time with positive, supportive people can help you stay focused on the good and encourage you to keep pushing forward. Seek out relationships with people who inspire you, who lift you up, and who encourage you to keep going. Whether it's friends, family, or colleagues, having a positive support network will reinforce your optimism and resilience. Take care of your physical health. Physical health and mental health are closely linked. When we take care of our bodies, we feel better mentally and emotionally. Regular exercise, healthy eating, and adequate sleep all contribute to a positive mindset and reduce stress. When you feel physically well, you're better able to handle challenges with optimism and confidence. Exercise, in particular, is known to boost mood by releasing endorphins, the body's natural feel-good chemicals. Even a short walk or a few minutes of stretching can help you feel more positive and energized. Optimism in action. To understand the power of optimism, let's take a look at a real-world example. In 1997, a young woman named Bethany Hamilton was a promising professional surfer. While surfing off the coast of Hawaii, she was attacked by a shark and lost her left arm. It was a devastating setback, but Bethany refused to let it define her. Instead of giving up on her dreams, she chose to remain optimistic. Bethany's optimism and determination led her to continue surfing at a high level, even with just one arm. Within a few years, she returned to professional surfing and became one of the most famous athletes in the sport. Her story is a powerful reminder of how optimism can turn adversity into opportunity, pushing us to achieve things we never thought possible. Conclusion: the power of optimism. Optimism is a mindset that empowers us to face life's challenges with hope, resilience, and determination. It helps us see setbacks as temporary and solvable, rather than as insurmountable obstacles. Optimism is not about ignoring reality or pretending everything is fine. It's about choosing to believe that things can improve even in the face of difficulty. By cultivating optimism, you can unlock the power to overcome adversity, stay motivated, and create the life you want. Optimism enhances your resilience, strengthens your ability to persevere, and gives you the confidence to keep moving forward, no matter what challenges arise. In the next chapter, we'll explore how building supportive relationships can further enhance your ability to stay positive and resilient. The journey continues, and with optimism as your guide, the possibilities are endless. Chapter 8. Building supportive relationships. As we navigate the ups and downs of life, one thing becomes abundantly clear: we can't do it alone. The relationships we cultivate along the way play a significant role in shaping our success, happiness, and resilience. Whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or mentors, the people we surround ourselves with have a profound impact on our well-being and ability to overcome challenges. In this chapter, we'll explore how to build supportive relationships that will empower you, help you grow, and provide the strength you need to face life's obstacles. The power of supportive relationships. Supportive relationships are those in which both individuals offer emotional, practical, and psychological support to each other. These relationships are built on trust, mutual respect, and care. They create a sense of belonging and connection, which is essential for our emotional well-being. When we face challenges, having a strong support system can make all the difference. Supportive relationships help us feel understood, valued, and encouraged. They provide a safe space to express our fears and frustrations, while also motivating us to stay focused on our goals. Whether we're dealing with personal struggles, career setbacks, or moments of self-doubt, having people to turn to can make us feel less alone and more capable of overcoming adversity. Research has shown that people who have strong social connections are generally healthier, happier, and more resilient. Studies suggest that social support can reduce stress, lower the risk of depression, and even improve physical health. In times of difficulty, having someone to talk to can provide perspective, reduce anxiety, and help us find solutions to problems. The types of support you need. Not all support is created equal. There are different types of support that play a role in building strong, meaningful relationships. Understanding these types can help you identify the kinds of support you need from others, as well as the support you can offer in return. Emotional support. This type of support involves offering empathy, care, and understanding during difficult times. It's about being there for someone when they're feeling down, listening without judgment, and providing comfort. Emotional support helps us feel validated and less isolated. Practical support. Sometimes we need help with tasks or responsibilities. Practical support includes offering assistance with day-to-day activities, whether it's helping with household chores, providing a ride, or offering professional advice. This type of support can make life easier and reduce stress when things feel overwhelming. Informational support. In many situations, we need guidance or advice to make informed decisions. Informational support involves sharing knowledge, providing resources, and offering solutions to problems. Whether it's seeking career advice, personal development tips, or guidance on a specific issue, informational support helps us gain clarity and make better choices. Social support. Having people to socialize with and enjoy shared activities is another important aspect of support. Social support involves spending time with people who make us feel good, whether it's through casual conversations, shared hobbies, or simply being around others who uplift us. Each of these types of support contributes to building strong relationships. By offering all forms of support to the people in your life, and seeking it in return, you create a balanced and reciprocal connection that benefits everyone involved. Building trust and communication. At the heart of any supportive relationship is trust. Trust is the foundation upon which all other aspects of support are built. Without trust, relationships become strained, and the support offered becomes less meaningful. Building trust requires consistency, honesty, and reliability. It's about showing up for others when they need you, and being dependable in both big and small ways. Trust is also about being vulnerable and allowing others to see the real you, with all your strengths and flaws. The more you open up and allow yourself to be seen, the stronger the bond of trust will become. Effective communication is another essential element of building supportive relationships. Open, honest, and respectful communication helps prevent misunderstandings and ensures that both parties feel heard and valued. When you communicate effectively, you can express your needs, concerns, and emotions in a way that fosters connection and understanding. Here are some tips for effective communication. Be an active listener. When someone shares their thoughts or feelings with you, listen attentively. Avoid interrupting or offering immediate solutions unless they ask for advice. Sometimes, people just need someone to listen, and being present in the moment shows that you care. Express your needs clearly. Don't be afraid to share your own needs and feelings. Let others know when you need support, whether it's emotional, practical, or informational. Being clear about your needs helps others understand how they can best support you. Practice empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand and share the feelings of others. When you practice empathy, you create an environment where people feel safe to express themselves. Empathy allows you to offer support that is genuine and meaningful, rather than just going through the motions. Be honest and transparent. Honest communication builds trust and prevents misunderstandings. If something is bothering you, or if you need to express your feelings, do so in a respectful and constructive way. Transparency ensures that both parties are on the same page, which is crucial for a healthy relationship. Surrounding yourself with uplifting people. One of the most powerful ways to build supportive relationships is by surrounding yourself with people who lift you up and encourage your growth. The people you spend time with have a profound influence on your mindset, behaviors, and overall well-being. Seek out relationships with people who inspire you, motivate you, and help you become the best version of yourself. These are the people who celebrate your successes, support you during your struggles, and push you to reach higher. However, it's equally important to recognize when relationships become toxic or draining. Toxic relationships, where one or both parties are constantly negative, manipulative, or unsupportive, can hinder your growth and well-being. It's essential to set boundaries with individuals who don't contribute positively to your life, and to prioritize relationships that bring you joy, understanding, and growth. Building relationships with intention. Building supportive relationships isn't just about finding the right people, it's about nurturing and maintaining those connections over time. Strong relationships require ongoing effort, care, and attention. Here are some strategies for building and maintaining healthy supportive relationships. Invest time and energy. Make time for the people who matter to you, whether it's through regular check-ins, phone calls, or shared activities. Consistency is key to strengthening relationships. Show appreciation. Express gratitude and appreciation for the people in your life. Small acts of kindness, such as saying thank you or offering a thoughtful gesture, go a long way in making others feel valued. Be supportive in return. Supportive relationships are reciprocal. Just as you seek support from others, be willing to offer it in return. Be there for others when they need you, and offer your help, empathy, and encouragement. Forgive and move forward. No relationship is perfect. There will be disagreements, misunderstandings, and moments of tension. The key is to address conflicts respectfully, forgive when necessary, and move forward with an open heart. Holding on to grudges can damage relationships, while forgiveness fosters healing and growth. The ripple effect of supportive relationships. When you build and maintain supportive relationships, the benefits extend far beyond your own life. These relationships create a ripple effect, positively impacting those around you. By supporting others, you inspire them to do the same, creating a community of care, kindness, and mutual growth. Imagine a network of people who support each other in their personal and professional lives, offering encouragement, sharing resources, and lifting each other up during tough times. This type of network fosters collective success, resilience, and well-being. By investing in supportive relationships, you not only improve your own life, but contribute to the growth and happiness of others. Conclusion: the strength of connection. Supportive relationships are not just a luxury, they are a necessity for personal growth, resilience, and happiness. The people we surround ourselves with have the power to shape our experiences, provide guidance, and offer the strength we need to face challenges. By building and nurturing these relationships with intention, empathy, and care, you create a network of support that empowers you to achieve your goals and overcome adversity. In the next chapter, we'll explore the transformative power of self-belief and how it can propel you toward your dreams. With the support of those around you and the belief in yourself, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Chapter 9. The transformative power of self-belief. Self-belief is the cornerstone of personal transformation. It is the belief in your own abilities, strengths, and potential to achieve your goals. Without self-belief, you may find yourself stuck in a cycle of doubt and fear, never fully realizing your true potential. But with a strong sense of self-belief, you can overcome obstacles, take risks, and move toward the life you want. In this chapter, we will explore how self-belief can transform your life, why it's essential, and how to build and strengthen it so you can unlock your full potential. What is self-belief? Self-belief is the confidence that you have the ability to handle life's challenges and achieve your goals. It's the deep conviction that no matter what setbacks or obstacles you face, you have the resources and strength to succeed. Self-belief is not arrogance or a false sense of superiority. It's a grounded understanding of your value and capabilities. When you believe in yourself, you trust that you can learn, grow, and adapt to new situations. You have faith in your skills, even when you face adversity, and you trust that every failure is just another lesson in the journey toward success. Self-belief is a powerful mindset that fuels persistence, resilience, and the courage to take action. The impact of self-belief on success. Self-belief plays a critical role in achieving success. In fact, it's often said that belief is the first step toward accomplishment. If you don't believe in yourself, it becomes much harder to take the actions necessary to reach your goals. On the other hand, when you have confidence in your abilities, you're more likely to set ambitious goals, take risks, and keep pushing forward, no matter the challenges. Think of the successful individuals you admire, whether they're entrepreneurs, athletes, or leaders in any field. Many of them have faced enormous obstacles, but their self-belief fueled their persistence. They didn't let setbacks stop them. Instead, they saw failure as an opportunity to learn and improve. They believed in their vision and took consistent action to make it a reality. For example, Oprah Winfrey faced rejection and adversity early in her career, but her belief in her abilities and purpose kept her going. She went on to become one of the most influential women in the world, known for her resilience, strength, and vision. Oprah's self-belief was a key factor in her success. It helped her overcome challenges, rise above criticism, and make a lasting impact. The link between self-belief and resilience. Self-belief and resilience go hand in hand. When you believe in yourself, you are more likely to be resilient in the face of challenges. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and keep moving forward. When you have strong self-belief, you approach difficulties with the mindset that you can overcome them and learn from them, rather than being defeated by them. Resilient individuals don't give up when things get tough. They persevere because they trust that their efforts will pay off in the end. Self-belief helps to build this resilience because it creates a sense of internal strength and confidence. When you believe in your ability to navigate challenges, you're more likely to stay focused on solutions rather than get bogged down by problems. The power of positive self-talk. One of the most powerful ways to build and reinforce self-belief is through positive self-talk. The way you talk to yourself has a profound impact on your mindset and confidence. Negative self-talk, such as thinking, "I can't do this" or "I'm not good enough," undermines self-belief and keeps you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. On the other hand, positive self-talk reinforces your strengths and abilities. When faced with challenges, try replacing negative thoughts with positive, empowering affirmations. For example, instead of thinking, "I'll never succeed," try saying, "I am capable of overcoming this and learning from it." By repeating these affirmations, you train your mind to focus on what you can do, rather than what you can't. Positive self-talk helps shift your perspective, boosts your confidence, and encourages you to take action. It helps you believe in yourself, even when external circumstances or setbacks might suggest otherwise. Over time, this positive internal dialogue becomes ingrained in your mindset, creating a foundation of self-belief that can support you in any situation. Overcoming self-doubt. Self-doubt is a natural part of being human. We all experience moments of uncertainty or insecurity, especially when we're facing something new or challenging. However, it's important not to let self-doubt define us or hold us back. Instead, we must learn how to manage it and move through it. The first step in overcoming self-doubt is to recognize that it's normal. Everyone experiences doubt at some point, even the most successful and confident people. The key is not to let self-doubt take over or prevent you from taking action. When you feel doubt creeping in, remind yourself of your past successes, your strengths, and your capabilities. Reflect on the times when you've faced challenges and come out stronger on the other side. Another powerful way to overcome self-doubt is by taking small steps toward your goals. By taking action, even if it's a small step, you build momentum and prove to yourself that you are capable of moving forward. Each small success helps reinforce your self-belief and diminishes the power of doubt. Building self-belief through action. While positive thinking and affirmations are important, the real power of self-belief comes from taking action. Action is what turns belief into reality. When you take steps toward your goals, you prove to yourself that you are capable, and each step forward reinforces your self-belief. Start by setting small, achievable goals. These can be anything from learning a new skill to completing a task at work or pursuing a passion project. When you accomplish these smaller goals, you gain confidence in your abilities and strengthen your belief in yourself. As you continue to take action and build momentum, your belief in your capacity to achieve will grow. Remember, self-belief isn't about being perfect. It's about trusting that you can handle whatever comes your way. By taking consistent action, even in the face of fear or uncertainty, you demonstrate to yourself that you have the power to succeed. Visualization. Seeing yourself succeed. Another powerful tool for building self-belief is visualization. Visualization involves mentally picturing yourself succeeding in your goals. This technique helps to build confidence and belief in your abilities by creating a mental image of success. Take a few minutes each day to visualize yourself achieving your goals. See yourself taking the necessary steps, overcoming challenges, and ultimately reaching your desired outcome. Visualization helps to strengthen the neural pathways associated with success, making it easier to believe in your ability to achieve it. As you continue to visualize your success, you create a powerful connection between your mind and your actions. This strengthens your self-belief and motivates you to take the steps necessary to bring your vision to life. The role of self-belief in overcoming fear. Fear and self-doubt often go hand in hand. We fear failure, rejection, and the unknown, and these fears can prevent us from taking action. However, self-belief helps to overcome fear by providing the courage and confidence to move forward, even in the face of uncertainty. When you believe in yourself, you trust that you can handle whatever challenges come your way. This belief helps you take risks, try new things, and step outside of your comfort zone. Overcoming fear is often a matter of shifting your focus from what could go wrong to what could go right. With self-belief, you can push past your fears and take bold action toward your goals. Conclusion: unlocking your potential. Self-belief is not just a nice-to-have, it's a necessity for achieving your full potential. When you believe in yourself, you unlock the power to face challenges, take risks, and create the life you desire. Self-belief fuels resilience, drives action, and empowers you to overcome obstacles. It's the foundation of success, happiness, and personal growth. By cultivating self-belief through positive self-talk, taking action, and visualizing your success, you can transform your life and achieve your dreams. Remember, self-belief is not about being perfect or never experiencing doubt. It's about trusting that no matter what, you have the strength, ability, and resilience to move forward and create the life you want. In the next chapter, we'll explore the importance of living a purpose-driven life and how aligning your goals with your values can propel you toward greater fulfillment and success. With self-belief as your foundation, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 10. Living a purpose-driven life. A life driven by purpose is one filled with meaning, direction, and fulfillment. When we align our actions, decisions, and goals with our deeper sense of purpose, we unlock a powerful motivation that propels us forward, even through challenges. A purpose-driven life is not just about achieving success. It's about living in alignment with what truly matters to you, contributing to something bigger than yourself, and creating a life of lasting impact. In this chapter, we'll explore how to discover your purpose, how it influences your decisions, and how to live a life driven by meaning and intention. What is a purpose-driven life? A purpose-driven life is a life in which your actions are guided by a sense of purpose, something deeper than just goals or ambitions. It's the understanding of why you do what you do, the inner motivation that gives your life direction and significance. When you live with purpose, every decision, no matter how small, is aligned with your values, passions, and vision for the future. Living a purpose-driven life isn't necessarily about grand achievements or making a huge impact on the world. It's about finding meaning in the everyday, making choices that reflect your core values, and consistently working toward goals that feel significant to you. Whether it's your family, your career, your community, or a personal mission, a purpose-driven life is one that feels rich with intention and fulfillment. The power of purpose. Purpose gives us clarity and direction. It helps us understand why we wake up in the morning and motivates us to keep moving forward, even when faced with obstacles. People who live purposefully are generally more resilient, more fulfilled, and more content with their lives. Research has shown that having a sense of purpose contributes to better physical and mental health, greater life satisfaction, and a stronger sense of community. Purpose provides a framework for making decisions. When faced with choices, a sense of purpose allows us to weigh options in alignment with our values. This makes decision-making easier because we know what's truly important to us. We no longer feel lost or overwhelmed by the vast number of possibilities. Instead, we can focus on the things that matter most. Living with purpose also gives us a sense of legacy, the understanding that our actions today are contributing to something that will last beyond us. This sense of legacy motivates us to act with integrity, kindness, and dedication, knowing that we are shaping the future in some way, even if it's in small, everyday moments. How to discover your purpose. Finding your purpose isn't always a straightforward process. It's a journey that involves introspection, exploration, and self-discovery. Your purpose may evolve over time, and it may be different in various phases of life. But there are several steps you can take to begin uncovering your purpose and living a more intentional life. Reflect on your values. Your purpose is often rooted in your values, those fundamental beliefs that guide your decisions and actions. Take time to reflect on what truly matters to you. What do you stand for? What principles do you want to live by? Whether it's kindness, honesty, creativity, or social justice, your values provide a roadmap for finding purpose. Identify your passions. What excites you? What activities make you feel alive and engaged? Your passions are often a strong indicator of your purpose. Take note of the things that bring you joy, the causes that stir your heart, and the skills that come naturally to you. Passion fuels purpose, giving you the energy and motivation to pursue what matters most. Consider your strengths. What are your natural talents and abilities? What do people often turn to you for help with? Your strengths can offer clues to your purpose. When you use your unique gifts to contribute to the world, you experience a sense of fulfillment that aligns with your deeper purpose. Ask yourself what you want to contribute. Think about the impact you want to have on the world. What kind of legacy do you want to leave? Purpose is not just about personal fulfillment. It's about contributing to something greater than yourself. Whether it's helping others, creating something meaningful, or advocating for a cause, knowing what you want to contribute can help you find your purpose. Seek feedback from others. Sometimes, those who know us best can offer valuable insights into our purpose. Ask friends, family, or mentors what they think your strengths and passions are. They may see something in you that you might have missed. Follow your curiosity. Often our purpose is tied to things that pique our curiosity. If something excites you or sparks your interest, follow it. It may lead you to discover a passion or cause that aligns with your greater purpose. Aligning your actions with your purpose. Once you have a clearer understanding of your purpose, the next step is to align your actions with it. Living purposefully means consistently making choices that reflect your values and goals. It's about ensuring that what you do every day brings you closer to your deeper sense of purpose. Here are some ways to begin aligning your life with your purpose. Set purposeful goals. Align your short-term and long-term goals with your sense of purpose. Instead of focusing solely on external success or material achievements, set goals that are connected to your values, passions, and contributions. These goals should inspire you and help you move toward your bigger vision. Practice mindfulness. Being present in the moment helps you stay connected to your purpose. Mindfulness encourages you to engage fully in your experiences, whether it's work, relationships, or personal growth. By staying mindful, you ensure that your actions are intentional and aligned with what matters most to you. Eliminate distractions. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to get distracted by things that don't align with our purpose. Whether it's time spent on unimportant tasks, toxic relationships, or activities that drain your energy, removing distractions helps you stay focused on your true path. Surround yourself with like-minded people. Building relationships with others who share your values and vision strengthens your commitment to your purpose. These individuals provide support, encouragement, and inspiration, helping you stay on track and reminding you of what's truly important. Embrace challenges. Living a purpose-driven life doesn't mean avoiding hardship. In fact, challenges are often the opportunities that help us grow the most. When you face adversity, see it as part of the journey toward fulfilling your purpose. Every setback is a lesson that moves you closer to your goal. Act with integrity. Integrity is about living in alignment with your values, even when it's difficult. Acting with integrity means making decisions that reflect your true self, even when external pressures or temptations try to sway you. Living authentically ensures that your actions are consistent with your purpose. Purpose and fulfillment. Living with purpose is directly linked to a sense of fulfillment. When we are clear about our purpose, we approach life with a sense of direction and meaning. We feel more connected to our work, our relationships, and our daily activities because they are aligned with what truly matters to us. Purpose-driven individuals tend to have higher levels of satisfaction, not because they are free from difficulties, but because they find meaning in what they do. Their lives feel richer and more rewarding, because they know they are working towards something meaningful and lasting. The ripple effect of purpose. When you live a purpose-driven life, the effects extend far beyond your own well-being. Your sense of purpose can inspire and uplift those around you, whether it's through the work you do, the relationships you build, or the way you live each day. Living purposefully sets an example for others to follow. Purpose is contagious. When others see you living authentically and meaningfully, it encourages them to do the same. By living in alignment with your purpose, you contribute to a greater sense of connection, understanding, and shared values within your community. Your actions ripple outward, creating positive change in both big and small ways. Conclusion: creating a life of purpose and impact. Living a purpose-driven life is not a destination. It's a continuous journey of self-discovery, growth, and contribution. As you uncover your purpose and align your actions with it, you create a life that is rich in meaning and fulfillment. You develop the resilience, focus, and motivation to overcome obstacles and create positive change, not just for yourself, but for others as well. Remember, your purpose is uniquely yours. It's not something to be found in someone else's journey, but in your own. When you live in alignment with your purpose, every step you take moves you closer to the life you were meant to lead. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to build a life of abundance, shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance, and attracting more opportunities and success. Living a purpose-driven life is the first step. Now it's time to create a future filled with possibility. Chapter 11. Creating a Life of Abundance. In a world that often emphasizes scarcity and competition, the idea of abundance can seem almost too idealistic. Yet, creating a life of abundance is not about accumulating more material possessions or wealth. It's about cultivating a mindset that recognizes the limitless potential of opportunities, growth, and joy. A mindset of abundance helps you see the world as full of possibilities, and it encourages you to embrace gratitude, generosity, and optimism. In this chapter, we'll explore how to shift from a scarcity mindset to one of abundance, how to attract more opportunities into your life, and how to cultivate an abundant mindset that enhances every aspect of your existence. Understanding the scarcity versus abundance mindset. The scarcity mindset is based on the belief that resources, opportunities, and success are limited. People who operate from a scarcity mindset tend to view the world through a lens of competition, fear, and lack. They believe that there's never enough to go around, whether it's time, money, love, or opportunities. This mindset can lead to feelings of insecurity, anxiety, and stress, as people constantly strive to secure their share of the pie. On the other hand, the abundance mindset is rooted in the belief that there is more than enough for everyone. It's the understanding that opportunities, success, and happiness are not finite. They are infinite. Those who embrace an abundance mindset see the world as full of possibility. They believe that by contributing, sharing, and growing together, everyone can thrive. Instead of focusing on what they don't have, they focus on the wealth of opportunities available to them. The shift from scarcity to abundance is a powerful transformation. When you begin to adopt an abundance mindset, you move from a place of fear and competition to a place of openness, gratitude, and possibility. The impact of an abundance mindset on your life. Living with an abundance mindset can have a profound impact on your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. When you believe that there is always enough, whether it's resources, love, or opportunities, you stop living in fear. This shift allows you to embrace life with a sense of confidence and optimism. Here are a few ways an abundance mindset can positively affect your life. Increased confidence and resilience. When you operate from a place of abundance, you believe in your own potential to create, innovate, and succeed. You become more confident in your abilities and more resilient when facing setbacks. Challenges are seen as opportunities to learn and grow, rather than obstacles that threaten your success. Stronger relationships. Abundance breeds generosity. When you believe that there's plenty to go around, You're more willing to share, whether it's your time, resources, or love. This creates a spirit of collaboration, trust, and kindness, fostering deeper, more supportive relationships. Greater creativity and innovation. With an abundant mindset, you begin to see possibilities where others might see limitations. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you look for new ways to innovate, solve problems, and create value. This mindset leads to greater creativity and an openness to new ideas and solutions, attracting opportunities. When you believe that the world is full of opportunities, you naturally begin to attract them. Opportunities tend to present themselves to people who are open, positive, and ready to take action. An abundance mindset helps you see and seize opportunities that you might have overlooked with a scarcity mentality. Gratitude and fulfillment. An abundance mindset encourages gratitude. When you appreciate what you already have, whether it's your health, relationships, or experiences, you open the door for more good things to enter your life. Gratitude fuels contentment, reducing the constant desire for more, and allowing you to feel more fulfilled with what you have. Shifting from scarcity to abundance. Shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset requires awareness, practice, and intention. It's not about magically making everything perfect or expecting that life will always be easy. Instead, it's about shifting the way you view challenges, opportunities, and your own potential. Here are some practical steps to help you make the shift toward an abundant life. Practice gratitude. Start by acknowledging what you already have. Take time each day to reflect on the positive aspects of your life, your health, your relationships, your achievements, and your experiences. Gratitude helps shift your focus from what's missing to what's already present, which in turn cultivates an abundance mindset. Focus on what you can control. Scarcity often comes from the feeling of being out of control. When we feel like there's not enough, whether it's money, time, or opportunities, we can feel helpless. Instead, focus on the things you can control. What actions can you take today to move closer to your goals? Empowering yourself through action helps shift your mindset from helplessness to abundance. Stop comparing yourself to others. Comparison often stems from a scarcity mindset. When you compare yourself to others, you may feel like you're falling short, or that there isn't enough success to go around. Instead of comparing, celebrate your unique path and the strengths that you bring to the world. Focus on your own growth and progress. Embrace generosity. Generosity is one of the most powerful ways to create abundance in your life. When you give, whether it's your time, money, knowledge, or love, you contribute to the flow of positive energy in the world. The more you give, the more you receive in return. Generosity fosters connection and encourages a spirit of abundance in all areas of your life. Reframe challenges as opportunities. A key component of an abundance mindset is the ability to reframe challenges. Instead of seeing difficulties as roadblocks, view them as opportunities to learn, grow, and expand. Each challenge is a stepping stone toward your greater potential. By reframing adversity as opportunity, you cultivate a mindset that sees abundance, even in the face of difficulty. Celebrate the success of others. A scarcity mindset often leads to jealousy or competition. When you believe there's limited success, you may find it hard to celebrate others' achievements. An abundance mindset, on the other hand, encourages you to celebrate the successes of others, knowing that their success doesn't diminish your own potential. The more you celebrate others, the more you create a positive, supportive environment that fosters collective growth. The role of abundance in wealth and success. While an abundance mindset doesn't guarantee instant wealth or success, it plays a key role in attracting and creating opportunities. People who embrace abundance see the possibilities around them, work hard, and take inspired action toward their goals. They don't get bogged down by limitations or doubts. Instead, they keep moving forward with confidence, knowing that success is within reach. An abundance mindset also allows you to approach money and wealth with a healthy perspective. Instead of focusing on scarcity or fear of not having enough, You focus on the abundance that exists and how you can contribute to the flow of wealth, whether it's investing in yourself, learning new skills, or building relationships that support your success. The abundance mindset encourages you to take action and trust that resources are available when you're ready for them, creating a life of abundance in relationships. Abundance doesn't just apply to material wealth, it's also crucial in relationships. In relationships, an abundance mindset means understanding that love, support, and connection are not limited resources. The more love and kindness you give, the more you receive in return. Nurture relationships that uplift, support, and inspire you. Give freely of your time, attention, and energy, knowing that these efforts create a deep, lasting connection. The more you focus on creating an abundance of love and support, the more fulfilling and enriching your relationships will become. Living an abundant life. To live a life of abundance, you must fully embrace the belief that there is always enough for everyone. This belief affects every area of your life, from your career and finances to your relationships and personal growth. When you shift from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset, you begin to see opportunities where others see limitations. You become open to new possibilities, and you feel empowered to take the steps necessary to create the life you desire. Living with abundance is not about having more, it's about recognizing that you already have enough, and that the world is full of opportunities. When you cultivate an abundance mindset, you create a life that is rich with meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. Conclusion: abundance is a choice. Creating a life of abundance is a choice. It's a choice to embrace possibility, to focus on gratitude, and to trust that there is always enough to go around. By shifting your mindset and embracing an abundant approach to life, you unlock the door to limitless potential. You attract opportunities, build deeper relationships, and live a life filled with joy, purpose, and fulfillment. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to overcome fear and doubt, two of the biggest obstacles to living a life of abundance. With an abundant mindset, you are already equipped to face whatever comes your way and to transform it into an opportunity for growth and success. Chapter 12. Overcoming fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are powerful forces that can hold us back from pursuing our dreams, reaching our goals, and living the life we truly desire. They often come disguised as self-protection mechanisms, convincing us that we're not ready, not capable, or not worthy. But the truth is, fear and doubt are often the biggest obstacles we face on our journey to success and fulfillment. In this chapter, we'll explore how fear and doubt manifest in our lives, why they can be paralyzing, and how to overcome them so we can move forward with confidence, courage, and clarity. Understanding fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are natural emotions. They are part of the human experience, and everyone faces them at some point in their lives. Fear is often a response to the unknown, whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or change. Doubt, on the other hand, is the questioning of our abilities, decisions, or the likelihood of success. These emotions can serve as signals, prompting us to assess risks and challenges. However, when they become overwhelming, they can keep us from taking action, pursuing our goals, or even stepping outside our comfort zones. Fear and doubt are often rooted in our past experiences, societal conditioning, or limiting beliefs. These emotions can arise when we're about to take a risk, make a big change, or face something that feels uncertain. The fear of the unknown can make us question whether we are capable of succeeding. The doubt about our abilities can lead to procrastination, avoidance, or self-sabotage. While fear and doubt may never fully disappear, learning how to manage them is key to achieving your potential. The more you learn to overcome these emotions, the more freedom you'll have to pursue your goals and embrace new opportunities. The role of fear in our lives. Fear often gets a bad rap, but it's not always something to avoid. Fear can actually serve a protective function. It alerts us to potential danger and motivates us to take precautions, make thoughtful decisions, and avoid harmful situations. But fear can also become limiting when it's disproportionate to the actual risk, or when it prevents us from taking positive action. There are two types of fear: rational fear and irrational fear. Rational fear. This is fear that serves a useful purpose. It helps protect us from actual danger. For example, fear of jumping into an unsafe situation, or fear of failing to meet an important deadline, can drive us to take the necessary steps to stay safe or prepare adequately. Rational fear is based on facts and helps guide our actions in a constructive way. Irrational fear. This is fear that is exaggerated or based on imagined threats. Often irrational fears stem from uncertainty or fear of failure. These fears may have no real basis in reality, but they still hold us back. For instance, fear of making a mistake or fear of what others might think can prevent us from taking action, even though the risks involved are minimal. The key to overcoming fear is learning to differentiate between rational and irrational fear. When we acknowledge fear, assess whether it's based on a real threat, and choose to move forward anyway, we take control of it. The origins of doubt. Doubt is another powerful force that can hinder progress. It's the questioning of our abilities, the belief that we're not enough, or the uncertainty that success is possible. Doubt often arises from past failures, negative experiences, or criticism from others. It can also be a result of comparing ourselves to others, or feeling like we're not living up to expectations, whether they're our own or those of the people around us. Doubt often feeds on our insecurities. When we're unsure of ourselves, our skills, or our worth, we're more likely to second-guess ourselves and our decisions. This self-doubt can lead to procrastination, hesitation, and inaction. When doubt takes hold, it can prevent us from seizing opportunities or stepping out of our comfort zones. However, like fear, doubt doesn't have to control us. Instead of letting doubt paralyze us, we can use it as an opportunity to challenge our beliefs and push ourselves toward growth. Doubt can reveal areas of uncertainty, but it doesn't have to define our capabilities. Overcoming fear and doubt. Practical strategies. Now that we understand the nature of fear and doubt, let's explore some practical strategies for overcoming them. 1. Acknowledge your fear and doubt. The first step to overcoming fear and doubt is acknowledging them. When you feel fear or doubt arise, don't suppress or ignore these emotions. Instead, accept that they are a natural part of the process and part of the journey to growth. By acknowledging these feelings, you take away their power to control you. Understand that fear and doubt are temporary. They do not define you. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? And why do I doubt myself? Digging into the root causes of your fear and doubt can provide insight and clarity. Recognizing these feelings for what they are is the first step in overcoming them. 2. Reframe your thoughts. The next step is to reframe your thoughts. Rather than allowing fear and doubt to dictate your actions, change the way you perceive them. Instead of thinking, I can't do this, reframe it to, this is challenging, but I have the ability to learn and adapt. Instead of saying, I'm going to fail, try saying, failure is part of the process. I will learn from it and try again. Reframing helps shift your mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. It transforms fear into a signal for growth rather than a sign to retreat. Each time fear or doubt arises, remind yourself of past experiences where you succeeded despite challenges. Use those memories to fuel your confidence and persistence. 3. Take action. Despite fear. One of the most effective ways to overcome fear and doubt is through action. Fear and doubt thrive in inaction. The longer we sit in our fears, the larger they grow. By taking small, deliberate steps toward your goal, you begin to diminish the power of fear and doubt. Start with small actions that move you toward your goal. Even if you don't feel fully confident, take that first step. The momentum you gain from acting will help build your confidence and diminish your fears. Each step forward reinforces the belief that you are capable and that is often all it takes to begin breaking the cycle of doubt. 4. Challenge limiting beliefs. Often, fear and doubt stem from limiting beliefs, the negative thought patterns that tell us we're not good enough, capable enough, or deserving enough. These beliefs are learned over time, and they don't reflect our true potential. Challenge these limiting beliefs by asking yourself, is this belief true? Where is the evidence? What is the worst that could happen? And how would I handle it? By questioning your beliefs and challenging the assumptions that underlie your fear and doubt, you can replace them with more empowering thoughts. 5. Cultivate self-compassion. Fear and doubt are often compounded by negative self-talk. We criticize ourselves for being afraid, for doubting our abilities, or for not having everything figured out. But the key to overcoming fear and doubt is practicing self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding. Recognize that everyone experiences fear and doubt, and these feelings don't make you weak or incapable. Rather than berating yourself for feeling uncertain, remind yourself that you're human and that growth requires vulnerability. Embrace your imperfections and forgive yourself when fear and doubt arise. 6. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool for overcoming fear and doubt. By vividly imagining yourself succeeding in your goals, you create a mental blueprint for success. Visualization helps shift your focus from fear to possibility, and it increases your confidence in your ability to achieve what you've set out to do. Take a few moments each day to visualize yourself successfully navigating challenges, achieving your goals, and feeling proud of your progress. This practice builds a mental image of success, which can help you overcome doubt and take courageous action. 7. Surround yourself with support. Finally, surround yourself with people who support, encourage, and inspire you. When you have a network of people who believe in you, it becomes easier to overcome fear and doubt. Seek out mentors, friends, or loved ones who can offer encouragement and perspective during times of uncertainty. Having people who uplift you reminds you that you're not alone in facing fear and doubt. Their support reinforces your belief in your ability to overcome challenges. Conclusion: moving beyond fear and doubt. Fear and doubt are inevitable, but they don't have to control your life. By acknowledging these feelings, reframing your thoughts, taking action, and challenging limiting beliefs, you can move past them and unlock your true potential. Embrace fear as a signal for growth and opportunity, and use doubt as a catalyst for learning and improvement. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, it's the willingness to move forward despite it. With the right tools and mindset, you can break free from the hold that fear and doubt have over you and take the steps necessary to create the life you want. In the next chapter, we'll explore how embracing change and growth can propel you toward success. The journey of overcoming fear and doubt is just the beginning. Let's move forward together into the next phase of transformation. Chapter 13. Embracing change and growth. Change is inevitable. It's the only constant in life. Yet many of us resist it, fearing the unknown, feeling overwhelmed by the unfamiliar, or dreading the discomfort that often accompanies change. But here's the truth. Change, when embraced, has the power to propel us forward, helping us grow into stronger, wiser, and more capable versions of ourselves. In this chapter, we'll explore why embracing change is essential for personal growth, how to shift your mindset to view change as an opportunity, and how to navigate the challenges that come with growth. Why change is necessary for growth. Change is the catalyst for personal growth. Without it, we remain stagnant, stuck in old patterns, and unable to evolve. The process of change forces us to confront our comfort zones, challenge our beliefs, and expand our horizons. It pushes us to think differently, act differently, and approach life with a new perspective. Growth, by its very nature, requires change. Think of the way a seed must break through the soil to become a plant. It goes through a period of discomfort, but this growth process is necessary for the plant to flourish. Similarly, as human beings, we must face change in order to reach our full potential. The discomfort that often accompanies change is not something to be feared. It is a sign of progress, a sign that we are evolving. Growth doesn't happen without pushing through challenges. When we embrace change, we not only develop new skills and abilities, but also gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The fear of change. Change can trigger fear because it brings uncertainty. We don't always know what lies ahead, and that lack of control can be unsettling. Fear of change often stems from our desire for stability and security. We become attached to the familiar, and fear the discomfort that comes with stepping into the unknown. But fear of change often results from misunderstanding. Change is not inherently bad. In fact, it's often the very thing that brings new opportunities, growth, and progress. Our resistance to change comes from our attachment to the old ways of thinking or doing things. However, embracing change means we let go of the need for certainty and allow ourselves to trust in the process. Rather than avoiding change out of fear, we can learn to shift our perspective and view change as an exciting opportunity for growth. By reframing our fear and seeing change as an inevitable and necessary part of life, we can move forward with confidence and curiosity. Shifting your mindset from fear to opportunity. One of the most powerful ways to embrace change is by shifting your mindset. Instead of seeing change as something to fear, choose to see it as an opportunity. This shift doesn't happen overnight, but it is something you can practice with intention. View change as a learning experience. Rather than focusing on the discomfort of change, focus on what you can learn from the experience. Change forces you to adapt, develop new skills, and view things from a new perspective. Every challenge you face as part of a change is an opportunity to expand your knowledge and abilities. See change as a stepping stone. Instead of viewing change as a roadblock, see it as a stepping stone that brings you closer to your goals. Every change, no matter how big or small, contributes to your growth. By embracing each change as part of your journey, you begin to see it as an essential part of the path to success. Focus on what you can control. In times of change, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by what's out of our control. Instead of focusing on external factors, shift your energy toward what you can control, your actions, reactions, and mindset. By focusing on your own response to change, you gain a sense of empowerment and clarity. Trust the process. Sometimes change can feel chaotic and uncertain, but remember, change is often necessary to move you forward. Trust that the process, even if it's difficult at first, will lead to something better in the end. Trusting the process means letting go of the need to have everything figured out and allowing yourself to flow with the changes that come your way. The role of resilience in embracing change. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to adversity, and keep moving forward despite challenges. Resilience is essential for embracing change because it allows you to face the discomfort and uncertainty that come with it. Building resilience requires a mindset that focuses on solutions, adaptability, and perseverance. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, resilient individuals see them as opportunities to learn, grow, and strengthen their abilities. Resilience is about acknowledging difficulty, but choosing to keep moving forward. When you face change, remember that it's not about avoiding discomfort or difficulty. It's about how you respond to it. Resilient individuals don't let setbacks define them. They learn from them and keep pushing forward. By developing resilience, you'll be better equipped to handle the challenges of change and use them as stepping stones to greater success. Overcoming the challenges of growth. While change is essential for growth, it's not always easy. Growth often requires us to step outside our comfort zones, confront our fears, and challenge our old ways of thinking. There will be moments when growth feels uncomfortable, overwhelming, or even painful. But remember, discomfort is a natural part of the growth process. Here are some common challenges that come with growth, and how to overcome them. Fear of failure. Failure is often seen as the ultimate setback, but failure is actually one of the most valuable tools for growth. When we fail, we learn what doesn't work, and we gain insights into what we can do differently next time. Instead of fearing failure, embrace it as a necessary part of the journey. Imposter syndrome. As you grow, you may experience moments of self-doubt and feel like you don't belong or aren't worthy of success. This is known as imposter syndrome. The key to overcoming it is to remind yourself of your achievements, trust in your abilities, and embrace the fact that everyone experiences growth at different rates. You are capable, and you deserve your success. Resistance to change. It's natural to resist change because of the discomfort and uncertainty it brings. To overcome this resistance, focus on the long-term benefits of change. Embrace change as a tool for progress, and remind yourself that growth is impossible without it. The more you embrace change, the more you'll see it as a positive force in your life. Burnout. Growth requires effort, but it's important not to burn yourself out in the process. Make sure to take time for self-care and set healthy boundaries. Recognize when you need rest and rejuvenation. Growth is not about pushing yourself to exhaustion. It's about steady progress over time. Embracing change in different areas of life. Change can manifest in various aspects of our lives, and each area presents its own challenges and opportunities. Here's how you can embrace change in different areas. Career and work. Change in your career may involve taking on new responsibilities, switching fields, or starting your own business. While these changes may bring fear or uncertainty, they also open doors for growth, learning, and achievement. Take calculated risks, seek new opportunities, and trust that each change will bring you closer to your career goals. Relationships. Change in relationships can be challenging, whether it's navigating conflicts, growing apart, or entering new stages of life. Embrace the changes in your relationships as opportunities to communicate, understand each other better, and deepen your connections. Personal growth often leads to more meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Health and wellness. Change in your health habits, fitness routine, or mental wellness can bring both excitement and discomfort. Embrace these changes by focusing on your long-term health goals and being patient with yourself as you adapt to new routines. Remember that each step toward better health is progress. Personal growth. Change in your mindset, values, and perspectives is an essential part of personal growth. Embrace this inner transformation by being open to new ideas, challenging your beliefs, and learning from every experience. Personal growth is a lifelong journey, and change is at the heart of it. Conclusion. The power of embracing change. Embracing change is one of the most powerful ways to unlock your full potential. Change opens the door to new opportunities, deeper connections, and personal growth. By shifting your mindset, developing resilience, and facing challenges head-on, you can turn change into a tool for transformation. Growth, though sometimes uncomfortable, is a necessary part of the journey. When you embrace change, you embrace the possibility of becoming the best version of yourself. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to maintain positivity and balance during times of adversity. Change is just one part of the journey. How you respond to it will determine your success and fulfillment. Embrace change, and let it guide you toward the life you were always meant to live. Chapter 14. Maintaining positivity in difficult times. Life is not always smooth sailing. There are moments when we face setbacks, challenges, or even deep adversity. During these times, it can be easy to slip into negativity, doubt, or despair. However, it is precisely in these difficult times that maintaining positivity is most crucial. Positivity is not about ignoring the difficulties we face. It's about choosing to approach them with hope, resilience, and an open heart. In this chapter, We'll explore how to maintain positivity during tough times, how to shift your mindset in the face of adversity, and how to keep moving forward even when the road ahead seems uncertain. The power of positivity in adversity. Positivity doesn't mean that everything will magically get better or that the challenges we face will disappear. Instead, maintaining a positive mindset during difficult times allows us to approach our circumstances with clarity, hope, and strength. When we choose to remain positive, we enhance our ability to cope with stress, find solutions, and maintain a sense of control. Research shows that people who maintain a positive outlook during tough times tend to recover faster from setbacks and are better equipped to manage stress. Positivity can improve our mental health, reduce anxiety, and even boost our immune system. When we stay positive, we are more likely to make decisions that align with our goals and values, which helps us navigate challenges with greater ease. Why positivity is so challenging in difficult times. In difficult times, maintaining positivity can feel like an uphill battle. It's easy to get caught up in the negative emotions of frustration, fear, sadness, or anger. These emotions are natural responses to challenges and should be acknowledged, not suppressed. However, the key is not to let these emotions control us. Instead, we need to allow ourselves to feel them and then choose to shift our focus toward what we can control. During adversity, our brains are wired to focus on potential threats or dangers, which can make it challenging to see the positive aspects of a situation. This natural survival instinct is important, but when it becomes overwhelming, it can cloud our ability to think clearly or see opportunities for growth. The key to maintaining positivity in difficult times is to consciously override this natural tendency to focus on the negative and intentionally look for the silver linings, lessons, and opportunities for growth. Shifting your mindset from struggle to opportunity. When facing adversity, one of the most powerful tools for maintaining positivity is mindset. How you perceive the situation makes all the difference in how you experience it. Instead of viewing challenges as insurmountable obstacles, try to view them as opportunities for growth and learning. This mindset shift allows you to maintain a sense of control and find meaning, even in difficult circumstances. Here are some ways to shift your mindset from struggle to opportunity. Reframe the situation. Instead of seeing a setback as a failure, reframe it as a lesson. What can you learn from the situation? What new skills, insights, or perspectives can you gain? By viewing challenges as opportunities for personal development, you can maintain a sense of empowerment and optimism. Focus on what you can control. In difficult times, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by things outside of our control. Instead of focusing on what's beyond your influence, redirect your energy to what you can control. This could be your response to the situation, your actions moving forward, or your mindset. Focusing on what you can control helps restore a sense of agency and reduces feelings of helplessness. Find meaning in the struggle. Many times, the most difficult moments in life are the ones that bring the most growth. Reflect on past challenges you've faced and how they shaped who you are today. By recognizing that adversity often carries valuable lessons, you can see it as a stepping stone to greater resilience, wisdom, and strength. Practice gratitude. Even during difficult times, there are always things to be grateful for. Focusing on the positives in your life, no matter how small they may seem, can help shift your perspective. Gratitude helps you reframe your thinking, making it easier to see the good in any situation. Building resilience in the face of adversity. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep moving forward despite adversity. It's one of the most important qualities you can develop to maintain positivity in difficult times. Resilience allows you to handle life's challenges with greater ease and confidence. Building resilience doesn't mean that you won't experience pain, frustration, or sadness during tough times. It means that despite those emotions, you have the inner strength to move forward and find hope. Here are some strategies to build resilience during adversity. Accept what you can't change. Part of building resilience is accepting that some things are beyond our control, whether it's a global crisis, a personal loss, or a situation that isn't ideal. Accepting what you can't change frees up mental energy and emotional space to focus on what you can control. Acceptance allows you to approach adversity with a calmer, more focused mindset. Reach out for support. Resilience doesn't mean going through difficult times alone. Seek support from friends, family, or professionals when needed. Surrounding yourself with a network of supportive people helps you feel understood, supported, and less isolated. The more connected you feel, the easier it is to maintain positivity. Develop coping strategies. Resilient individuals often have coping strategies in place to deal with stress and adversity. Whether it's mindfulness, meditation, exercise, journaling, or creative expression, find healthy outlets to manage your emotions and reduce stress. These activities can help you process difficult emotions and restore your sense of balance. Focus on the bigger picture. During difficult times, it's easy to get caught up in the immediate pain or frustration. However, keeping an eye on the bigger picture helps put things in perspective. Remind yourself of your long-term goals and the progress you've already made. Seeing your challenges as part of your overall journey can help you maintain motivation and optimism. Self-care. During difficult times, taking care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and mentally, is essential to maintaining positivity during tough times. When we're overwhelmed by stress or facing adversity, it's easy to neglect self-care. However, taking the time to nurture yourself helps you stay grounded and focused on the positives. Here are some self-care practices that can help you maintain positivity. Prioritize rest and sleep. Lack of sleep can negatively affect your mood, stress levels, and ability to think clearly. Make sure you're getting enough rest to recharge both physically and mentally. Engage in physical activity. Exercise is a natural mood booster. Whether it's going for a walk, practicing yoga, or doing a workout, physical activity helps reduce stress and improve your overall sense of well-being. Eat nourishing foods. What you eat affects how you feel. Nourish your body with healthy whole foods that support energy, mood, and immune function. Avoid relying on unhealthy comfort foods, which can contribute to feelings of sluggishness or anxiety. Make time for relaxation. It's important to take breaks and engage in activities that help you relax and recharge. Whether it's reading, listening to music, practicing mindfulness, or spending time in nature, relaxation techniques help you maintain mental clarity and emotional balance. The power of positive affirmations. During tough times, it's easy to get caught up in negative self-talk. The words we say to ourselves have a profound impact on our emotions and mindset. Positive affirmations are statements that help reframe your thinking and focus on your strengths, abilities, and the possibilities ahead. When fear, doubt, or negativity arise, counteract them with positive affirmations, such as, "I am strong, resilient, and capable of overcoming this. This challenge is temporary, and I have the ability to grow through it. I trust in the process, and I know better days are ahead. I am grateful for the strength I already possess." Affirmations help shift your mindset from fear and doubt to hope and confidence. The more you practice them, the easier it becomes to maintain positivity, even during tough times. Conclusion: the resilience of positivity. Maintaining positivity in difficult times is not about ignoring the pain or pretending everything is fine. It's about choosing to focus on the opportunities for growth, finding meaning in the struggle, and trusting that you are capable of navigating through the challenges ahead. Positivity is a mindset, a choice to see the world with hope, even in the face of adversity. By developing resilience, reframing challenges, practicing gratitude, and taking care of yourself, you can maintain a positive outlook during difficult times. Remember, challenges don't define you. It's how you respond to them that shapes your future. Stay positive, stay resilient, and trust that even the toughest times will pass, making you stronger and more prepared for what lies ahead. In the next chapter, we'll explore the ripple effect of positivity, how embracing positivity not only transforms your life, but also has the power to uplift those around you. Chapter 15. The ripple effect of positivity. Positivity is contagious. When we cultivate a positive mindset, we not only transform our own lives, but also have the power to influence and uplift the people around us. The energy we emit, the way we speak, and the actions we take all ripple out into the world, creating waves of positivity that can spread far beyond us. In this chapter, we will explore how positivity can create a ripple effect, enhancing not only our own well-being, but also contributing to the well-being of others, building a supportive environment that fosters growth, collaboration, and happiness. The power of a positive mindset. A positive mindset is the foundation of the ripple effect. When we embrace positivity, we approach life with an open heart, a sense of gratitude, and the belief that good things are possible. This mindset shapes our thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. It influences how we perceive the world, how we respond to challenges, and how we treat ourselves and others. When we embody positivity, it doesn't just affect our internal state, it radiates outward, affecting those we come into contact with. Whether it's through a kind word, an encouraging gesture, or simply a positive attitude, our energy and actions can inspire and uplift others. The more we cultivate positivity within ourselves, the more we contribute to creating a positive atmosphere in our homes, workplaces, and communities. How positivity impacts our relationships. One of the most powerful ways positivity creates a ripple effect is through our relationships. Positive people tend to attract others who share similar energy, and their uplifting attitude fosters strong, supportive bonds. Positivity enhances communication, reduces conflict, and strengthens connections, creating a foundation of trust and mutual respect. When you approach relationships with positivity, you become a source of support, encouragement, and inspiration for others. Whether it's offering a kind word when someone is feeling down, celebrating others' successes, or simply being a good listener, your positive energy can make a profound difference in the lives of those around you. Positivity can also help resolve conflict. In difficult conversations, a positive attitude can diffuse tension and foster understanding. Instead of reacting negatively or defensively, you can approach the situation with an open mind, compassion, and a focus on solutions. When you respond to challenges with positivity, you inspire others to do the same. The role of positivity in creating a collaborative environment. In both personal and professional settings, positivity plays a key role in creating a collaborative environment. Positive individuals are more likely to engage in teamwork, share ideas, and support others. They encourage an atmosphere of cooperation, rather than competition, where everyone's contributions are valued and celebrated. In a work environment, positivity fosters creativity, productivity, and innovation. When people feel positive, they are more motivated, more engaged, and more willing to contribute their ideas. A positive mindset helps people overcome challenges, embrace new opportunities, and work together to achieve shared goals. This collaborative environment is essential for growth, as it encourages the free exchange of ideas and solutions. Similarly, in personal relationships, positivity helps create an environment of mutual support and encouragement. Positive interactions foster trust and cooperation, making it easier to work through challenges together and achieve common goals. Whether it's within a family, a group of friends, or a community, positivity helps to build stronger, more meaningful connections. The impact of positivity on mental and physical health. The ripple effect of positivity extends beyond our relationships and work life. It also profoundly impacts our health and well-being. Positive thinking has been shown to reduce stress, improve immune function, and promote overall physical health. Studies have found that individuals with a positive mindset are less likely to suffer from chronic illnesses, depression, and anxiety. Positivity can reduce the negative impact of stress on the body by lowering levels of the stress hormone cortisol. It has also been linked to improved heart health, better sleep, and a greater sense of vitality. The more we embrace positivity, the better we feel physically and emotionally. When we maintain a positive outlook, we not only benefit ourselves, but also create a supportive and healthy environment for others. Our positivity can help others feel better too, whether it's by encouraging someone to take better care of themselves, sharing uplifting thoughts, or simply being a source of calm during stressful times. Our positive energy can contribute to the health and well-being of those around us. Positivity as a catalyst for change. Positivity is also a catalyst for change. When we approach the world with optimism and hope, we are more likely to take action toward creating the kind of change we wish to see in the world. Positivity fuels our desire to make a difference, whether it's in our personal lives, our communities, or the world at large. In times of social or global challenges, positivity can inspire collective action. People who maintain a positive outlook are more likely to engage in efforts that create positive change, whether it's through volunteering, advocating for important causes, or supporting charitable organizations. Positivity encourages us to believe that change is possible, and it empowers us to take steps toward making that change a reality. By leading with positivity, we inspire others to do the same. This collective energy creates a ripple effect that extends beyond individual actions, creating waves of positive change that can have a lasting impact. Positivity and the law of attraction. The concept of the law of attraction suggests that we attract into our lives what we focus on. When we focus on positivity, we are more likely to attract positive experiences, people, and opportunities into our lives. Our thoughts, feelings, and energy send out vibrations into the universe, and those vibrations align with similar energy, bringing us the things we desire. This doesn't mean that everything will always go perfectly, or that challenges won't arise. However, when we focus on what's good, what's possible, and what we want to create, we attract opportunities and experiences that align with those positive vibrations. The more we embrace positivity and believe in our ability to create a fulfilling life, the more we draw those things toward us. The ripple effect in everyday life. The ripple effect of positivity doesn't require grand gestures. It's often the small, everyday acts of kindness, encouragement, and positivity that make the biggest difference. A smile to a stranger, a word of encouragement to a colleague, or a moment of gratitude shared with a friend. These small acts create waves of positivity that spread to others and ripple through communities. By choosing to act with positivity, you help create a culture of kindness and generosity. You contribute to a cycle of goodwill, where people feel empowered to spread positivity in their own lives. The more we give, the more we receive. This cycle of positivity creates a virtuous circle that benefits everyone involved. Conclusion. The endless ripple of positivity. The ripple effect of positivity is powerful and far-reaching. It starts with us, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, and spreads out into the world, creating positive change in ways we may not even realize. By choosing to live with positivity, we not only improve our own lives, but also have the power to uplift others, create supportive relationships, and foster a sense of community and cooperation. Positivity is a force that can transform lives, communities, and even the world. It's not about ignoring challenges, but about choosing to meet them with hope, resilience, and the belief that good things are possible. The ripple effect of positivity is endless, and as we continue to embrace positivity, we create a wave of goodness that spreads far beyond ourselves. In the next chapter, we'll explore how to live your best life by aligning your actions with your values and passions. When you embrace positivity, anything is possible, and the best is yet to come. Chapter 16. Living your best life. Living your best life is not about achieving perfection or meeting societal expectations. It's about aligning your actions with your values, pursuing what brings you joy and fulfillment, and living authentically and purposefully. In this chapter, we'll explore what it truly means to live your best life, how to identify what matters most to you, and how to take intentional steps to create a life that is deeply satisfying, meaningful, and aligned with your true self. What does living your best life mean? Living your best life means being true to who you are and actively pursuing what brings you happiness, peace, and fulfillment. It's about making choices that support your personal growth, well-being, and sense of purpose. Living your best life is not about living up to someone else's standards or constantly chasing external achievements. It's about crafting a life that reflects your inner values, passions, and dreams. Your best life is uniquely yours. It may look different from someone else's, and that's perfectly okay. Your path is personal and should be driven by your own sense of purpose and the things that bring you joy. For some, living their best life might involve traveling the world, building meaningful relationships, or pursuing a creative career. For others, it might be about living a peaceful, simple life surrounded by loved ones, focusing on personal growth, or contributing to a cause they believe in. The beauty of living your best life is that it's flexible. It can evolve over time as you grow, learn, and discover more about yourself. There's no single definition, only the one that resonates with you. The importance of knowing your values. The foundation of living your best life starts with knowing your values, the beliefs, principles, and priorities that guide your decisions and actions. Your values serve as a compass, helping you navigate life's challenges and make choices that align with who you truly are. Take some time to reflect on your values. What truly matters to you? What do you care about most deeply? Your values might include things like integrity, love, personal growth, adventure, creativity, or service to others. These values form the core of your life, influencing everything from your relationships and career to your hobbies and daily routines. When your actions are aligned with your values, you experience a sense of fulfillment and authenticity. Living according to your values helps you feel more connected to your true self and empowers you to make choices that reflect what matters most to you. On the other hand, when your actions don't align with your values, you may feel disconnected, stressed, or unsatisfied. Living with purpose. Living your best life also means living with purpose. Purpose gives direction and meaning to your life. It's the sense of knowing why you're here and what you want to contribute to the world. Purpose is deeply personal and can manifest in different ways for different people. To discover your purpose, consider the things that make you feel alive and fulfilled. What are you passionate about? What do you want to contribute to others or the world? Your purpose may evolve over time, but it serves as the guiding force that drives you toward your goals and dreams. When you live with purpose, you are motivated, focused, and energized by the work you do and the people you connect with. Purpose adds depth and meaning to your life, and it can give you the strength to overcome challenges and setbacks. Purpose is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, even when times get tough. The role of self-discovery in living your best life. Living your best life is an ongoing process of self-discovery. The more you learn about yourself, your desires, and your strengths, the more you can make informed decisions about how to live in alignment with your true self. Self-discovery allows you to understand your needs, define your boundaries, and cultivate self-awareness. Take time for introspection. What makes you happy? What drains your energy? What are your passions? What does success mean to you? By exploring these questions, you begin to uncover the aspects of your life that truly bring you joy and fulfillment. Self-discovery also involves letting go of limiting beliefs and societal expectations. Often we are taught to chase certain goals or follow certain paths because they're seen as markers of success. However, True fulfillment comes from breaking free of these external pressures and defining success on your own terms. Living your best life requires shedding the need for approval from others and embracing your own authentic path. Overcoming fear and self-doubt. Fear and self-doubt are two of the biggest barriers to living your best life. We fear failure, rejection, and the unknown, and we often doubt our abilities, worth, or chances of success. However, living your best life requires stepping outside of your comfort zone, facing your fears, and embracing vulnerability. One of the keys to overcoming fear and self-doubt is to recognize that they are natural parts of the growth process. Everyone experiences fear and doubt at some point, especially when they are stepping into new territory. Instead of allowing fear to paralyze you, use it as a signal that you are growing, learning, and challenging yourself. Shift your mindset from a place of fear to one of courage. Instead of asking yourself, "What if I fail?" ask, "What if I succeed?" Focus on the potential rewards and possibilities, rather than the obstacles. Cultivate a mindset of self-belief, trusting in your abilities and resilience to overcome any challenges that arise. Creating a life of balance. Living your best life also means living with balance. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to become consumed by work, responsibilities, and external pressures. However, a life that is imbalanced often leads to burnout, stress, and dissatisfaction. True fulfillment comes when you create balance between your personal and professional life, your body and mind, your work and play. Balance doesn't mean equal distribution of time in every area of life. It means prioritizing what matters most to you. It's about taking care of yourself, physically, emotionally, and mentally, while also dedicating time to relationships, passions, and pursuits that bring you joy. Balance requires setting boundaries and making intentional decisions to protect your well-being. Regular self-care, hobbies, and downtime are just as important as productivity. Take time to recharge, rest, and engage in activities that bring you peace and joy. Creating a life of balance helps you maintain focus, energy, and a sense of well-being, all of which are essential for living your best life. Taking action toward your dreams. Living your best life is not just about dreaming. It's about taking action toward your dreams. It's easy to get caught in the trap of planning and wishing for change without actually doing something about it. But the key to creating the life you want is to take consistent, purposeful steps toward your goals. Break your dreams down into smaller, actionable steps. Start by setting clear, achievable goals and creating a plan of action. Whether your dreams are related to your career, personal growth, relationships, or health, taking small, intentional steps each day brings you closer to the life you want. Celebrate each milestone along the way. Every small victory reinforces your belief in your ability to create change and move closer to your vision. Surrounding yourself with positive influences. To live your best life, it's important to surround yourself with people who support, encourage, and inspire you. Positive relationships create an environment where you feel empowered to be your best self. Seek out individuals who lift you up, challenge you to grow, and help you stay aligned with your values and goals. At the same time, it's important to let go of toxic relationships or situations that drain your energy and prevent you from being your true self. Creating a supportive circle of friends, mentors, and loved ones is essential for living a life that is fulfilling and aligned with your purpose. Conclusion: living authentically and fearlessly. Living your best life is about being true to who you are and embracing every opportunity for growth and fulfillment. It's about living with purpose, taking action toward your dreams, and surrounding yourself with positivity and support. By aligning your life with your values, overcoming fear and doubt, and cultivating balance, you can create a life that feels authentic, meaningful, and deeply satisfying. Remember, your best life is not about perfection. It's about living in alignment with your true self and making choices that support your happiness, growth, and well-being. Every step you take toward living authentically is a step toward a life filled with possibility and fulfillment. In the final chapter, we'll explore the power of reflection and gratitude in creating lasting happiness and success. Living your best life is a journey, and each moment offers an opportunity to create something beautiful and meaningful.